Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, the first day of lockdown, and I hope you're all well. I am just going to share this with you because it's so funny. I had set my camera up and I was sitting here and I push record, and nothing's happening. I'm like, push, push, push. And then I remember the laptop is not finger sensitive like the phone. So you actually have to use the mouse and push. Ai, kona wena. Sorry about that. So that was my first brilliant move of the day, was a non-event. All right, so today is the second day of our exercising. I'm going to try and keep this as a one piece as opposed to two parts. And I'm also going to try and slow down. So it would be nice if you can give me feedback as to what you're finding difficult, if you need me to, whatever I can change, announce the exercise, then explain it and then go into it. Or if you're happy with the way it's going, let me know. This is going to be a co-creation. Everything I've learned has been because I've taught you guys. So as I teach you, I learn more. So this is going to be a very nice 21 days of expanding for both of us, for you and us, for you and me, us and them, ek en jy. All right. What else do I want to say? Today's the first day, so it's not really that much of a stress, but I'm thinking of you all. And we are a community, so if there's anything I can do, if any of you get sick at home and you need somebody to go to the shop for you, or you need assistance, or you just need a letter in your post box, let me know. While I'm well and able, I will do whatever I can to help. I'm here, so let's work together on this. All right, I did go to the dam this morning for my swim. And the water was about maybe 12. It was cold. So I'm invigorated and ready for some exercise. So let's do it. Ria, I hope you're up and about and joining in today. I will message you later and make sure that you're joining the sessions. All right. Go on and start with some overhead stretches. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. This top, by the way, was given to me by Ria. Very nice for winter. Deep breath in. And exhale. And again. Breathe in. And exhale. We're going to take the right hand overhead. Left arm stays still. Legs slightly wider than hip width apart. I'm going to lean gently over to left. So we're going to breathe in and reach. Make sure that you're centered over the leg and not leaning forward. And exhale. Keep staying with the right arm. Breathe in and reach overhead. And release. 3. And out. 4. Exhale. Let's try exhale on the up. Breathing in and exhale over. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 more. And last one. And down. And going to the left side, breathe in and exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Keep the tummy muscles engaged, shoulders relaxed. And out. In breath. And exhale. Now I'm going to change the breathing to breathe in. Exhale overhead. Exhale. Pulling the ribs down as you exhale. Breathe in. and exhale. Breathe in, exhale, and let's do one more. Breathe in and exhale and release. Good. The portrait behind my shoulder, by the way, is my mom Adele, and next to her is a painting done by one of my clients. But that was my mom, and then on the wall, I don't know if you can see, facing out is my dad on the pillar of the doorway. Alright, bringing the arms up. We're going to go a nice invigorating. Okay, so it's 2 deep breaths in, and then opening the arms wide. Keep the arms level with the shoulders. Don't drop them or lift them. Don't lift the rib cage. Keep the body nice and centered and straight. So we're breathing and opening up with the shoulders. Okay, so here we go. Breathing in and exhale. Try to do 2 breaths in the nose and then 1 long breath out the mouth. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release the arms down. We're going to do 3 sets. Make sure that your chin doesn't lift up and you don't hunch the neck forward, that you keep nice and long up the body, and keep the chin slightly down, looking directly forward with the eyes. So there's a nice lengthening on the neck. All right, round 2. Breathing in, exhale, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the arms. You're going to feel a bit of tension in the neck. So in between we can just do a little turn and turn, turn, turn. And last set. Bringing the arms forward. I know if your knees get stiff, remember just to bend them a little bit. If anybody's knees get a bit stiff or standing, just soften the kneecaps. And last set, breathing in, exhale, and breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just checking. We're going up to 18 there. We'll be back here all day. Okay, just round those shoulders. And you can just swing the arms side to side, loosen them up, slapping the body where the hands land. And this is a really nice one to stimulate the lymph system and to help the immunity system of the body fight up. So it's a really good. Funny, our bodies are made to know exactly where to land to activate healing. So give yourself a spank on the bottom and a spank on the shoulder. That's it. And then because we're going to be doing some left-right brain stuff, let's tap the right and left knee. Skulk. Don't panic. We're not going to dance. Alright. Nice. Couple more. 1, 2. And we're going to bounce on the knees, swinging the arms forward. And we're going to lean forward slightly into almost like our squat position, but my bum's out backwards. Breathing. Okay, I'm going to stop for a sec. So the elevation of the arms is back and then forward to the ear level. Okay, so and try and push a little bit, put a pressure on the knees so that when you're bouncing forward, they're in front and then pressing back. And you'll note that my upper body is not moving forward and back. It's mostly coming from my hips and my knees. Okay, it's quite tiring. So I'm going to try and breathe my way gently through this. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8 again. Okay, so bending at the knees, bringing the arms back, leaning forward with the upper body, so that your upper body is in position. Breathe in. And we'll start counting together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the tummy in. 5, 6. Push the bum out. 7, 8. And up. Nice. Alright, you should really feel it over here. And of course, for those with a limited overhead stretch, I won't say your name, Charles, you're going to find that quite difficult, a real tightness here. But just keep that upper body bent forward and reach as far forward as you can. And use the momentum of this to get those arms up. And there's a slight hold as you're extending. Okay, ready for round 2. Bending the knees, getting the upper body into position, breathe in. And 1, 2. Push those knees back. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and release. Nice. Alright, Anna, feeling good there? Bouncing on those knees. Shake it out, and we're going to go for our last set. Alright. Bending at the knees, pushing the hips back, bringing the upper body down, arms back, breathe in, and bouncing. Keep your neck nice and supported. 5, 6, arms up, 7, and 8. And now you can just roll down and relax the neck and shoulders and hang. And we're going to pulse down towards the ground. Lengthen up from the heel to the hip. Push those legs straight. Feet are hip width apart and parallel. Relax the neck and shoulders. Drop the head, let it hang. And we're pulsing down to the feet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bend your knees and curling up. Alright. So I had hoped to do TheraBand work today, and I gave you all TheraBands and didn't take one for myself, so I'm going to have to sneak down to the studio sometime and go and fetch my own TheraBand. What an idiot. Anyway. Alright, so we're going to do leg circles standing up today. So you can grab the wall or a chair. I don't mind a chair if you want to use one, but if you're going to use one, try not to lean on it and then like expect the exercise to work. Try and just keep it there for a little bit of balance and stability, and then you're going to keep this stabilizing knee a little softened, so don't lock the knee. Okay, keep it a little bit soft so that you don't get a lot of pressure in there. Okay, I'm also going to use a chair. Why? Okay, alright. So pull the toes back, and you're going to lift that leg off the ground slightly. It's in line with my other foot. I've just pulled that hip up. Okay, we're just warming up the hip, so we're going to lift the hip, drop the foot down. Lift and drop. Lift the foot off. Keep the leg nice, so you're moving at the hip. You see my hips are folding up. Okay, let's count it out together. 8 and touch. 7 and touch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep that leg out, and we're going to take it out sideways. Point the toe and go onto your big toe. Okay, and we're going to lift and make sure that that foot doesn't turn up and that you don't sink into the hips. Keep that upper body nice and forward. Okay, I can already feel it here. Relax the shoulders, bring that chin down. And remember, this is a balance, not a prop. We're going to lift that leg up. 1 and touch. Ready? Sorry, let you all catch up here. And we're going. 1 and touch. 2 and touch. 3, lengthen up. 4, tummy in. 5, 6, my bottom, 7, and 8. Now you can turn that knee up and just going to stretch that other hip. Turn the knee out, and we're going to lift out sideways. And watch that you are facing forward. So there's a slight turn on the hip because that knee's turned out, but fight it. So keep pulling the hip forward as that knee's turned out. Get some tension here. So when you lift, you can really feel that quadricep fighting and this quadricep trying to keep you balanced and straight. Okay, so ready for 8 and 1 and down. Just off the ground is fine. 2, lengthen out the body, get tall, drop that chin in. 4, 5, yes, it's complaining. 6, 7, and 8. And bring that leg back and just bend both knees, shake it out. Good. Not being able to see your pain makes my pain more real. Okay, going to the front. So same leg, don't change. We're going to take that right leg forward now. And it's extended out in front of you. Make sure that you're not dropping the hips forward and leaning back. Bring those hips over the foot, over the left foot. Get those hips square. Turn that knee in so it's not turned out, so you're not dropping that one hip. Okay, shoulders relaxed and open. And you're going to extend that leg forward. Remember how we kind of lean almost into it so that we don't tilt the pelvis to accommodate that lift. Okay, so we're going up for 1 and down. Lengthen out the body. 2 and touch. 3 and touch. 4, don't give into that lower back. 5, lengthen up. 6, 7, pull that leg forward. And 8, and release. Nice and warm. We're almost done with that leg. We're going to go behind us. Okay, so I'm going to just show you from the side. My left leg, if your left leg feels like my left leg, it's sore, but that's okay. It's well, not sore. I mean, let's not be dramatic. It's warm. Okay, so you're going to take that leg behind you now, and you're going to lift it up behind you. Okay, so try not to do this. Try not to do this. Try and keep as long and strong in the body, shoulder square, and there is tightness in that hamstring, but that's okay. Lengthen that leg and just lift it off slightly off the ground. Okay, let's go. 1 and touch. 2, shoulders relaxed, tummy in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and release. Great. Okay, we are now warm enough to do our leg circles. Okay, we're staying with the right leg. Don't give up, okay? There is intense warmth here. It's going to move when we go onto the other side, but we've got one more exercise, and that's the actual leg circles. All right, you can keep your feet flexed, the right foot flexed, so when you do the circle, you've got clearance. Okay, I'm going to show you from the front. The leg goes, whoopsie, balance. The leg's going to go forward, out to the side, round. So you can make a really small circle, or you can make a big circle, depending on your stability. Can you see how I pushed forward there? Bad. Okay? Try and keep up as lengthened as possible when you do that. Alright, so we're going to do 8 one way, and then 8 the other way. Keep the shoulders relaxed, long back of the neck. Watch that chin's tucked in. Ready. And circle 1. Lengthen up the body. 2, take your time, make sure that knee doesn't turn out. 3, use the tummy to stabilize, lift it out. 4, try not to lean. 5, 6, don't let that knee turn out. 7, and don't rush it. and 8. We're going to go straight into the circle the other way. Ready? And push that heel back, leg out sideways. Don't turn the knee out. Bring it forward. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's intense here. Stabilizer. 5. We're just doing 8, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Shake it out. Okay. As I said yesterday, or the last video I did, I have no excuses. I can't sit in my ball and drink my water and watch you do the exercise now. This is great. By the end of these 21 days, I'm going to be super fit. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Corona. All right, so now we're going to go onto that left leg. I've got the chair next to me. I'm going to use that. I'm just waiting for the burning kind of embers of my left butt cheek to calm down. Okay. All right. Feet hip width apart and parallel. We're going to lift that hip up towards the ceiling and take it down. It often wants to kind of go out, as you saw mine do there. So long back of the neck, stabilize tummy muscles, lift that hip and down. Okay, we're lifting it straight up, keep the foot flexed and taking it down. Let's start. 1 and touch down. 2 and down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You might see my mom here, don't worry, she can just wave hello. And stop. Okay, it's okay. Yes.
I've lost my phone. I don't know my phone.
Oh yeah. You can say hi to everybody.
Hi everybody.
Hi. Okay. All right. Taking the leg forward. Lengthen up the body. Make sure that you're not leaning into that hip or crunched over, and that when the leg comes out, that you are keeping a nice strong core and lifting the leg forward. All right. So point that toe, touch it down, lengthen up, and we're lifting. 1 and down. 2 and touch. 3. I think we did sideways before last time. It doesn't matter. 5. Don't judge me. 6, 7, and 8. Good. And release. All right. Moving on. Let's take that leg out sideways. Lengthen up the body. Go onto the big toe. And remember, sorry, I've got to get your foot. Alright. Remember to keep that straight upper body, keep the knee turned in, so when you lift it up, don't let that hip go. Okay, keep those hips nice and strong. We're going to lift, ready, and 1 and down. Just off the ground if you need to. 2 and 3. Tummy in. Watch that knee turn out. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and find your happy place. Whoa! You can pause it at least. You can like pause, go have a cup of coffee or a biscuit. I suppose I also could, but I would lose my momentum. All right, try not to pause it. Let's get through this. All right, we're going to take that leg backwards. Nice extension. Tummy pulled in, glutes tight, shoulders relaxed, chin tucked in, and we lift it behind us. Make sure you don't turn that knee out and that shoulder doesn't turn. Keep it straight forward. Lengthen up the spine, scoop in the tummy muscles. We're ready to go. Lifting 1 and down. 2. Nice tightness in the back. Support with the tummy muscles. 4 and down. 5. Keep going as tall as you can. 6. 7, 8, and release. That didn't feel so bad that side for some reason. Whew, okay. If you have got a chair with you, I want to give you that back release that I often do for everybody, especially the sciatic. So while I'm here, I'm just going to do the demo. If you've got lower back pain and your sciatic's a bit sore or something like that, you're going to take your left foot onto the chair. Okay, hands inside. foot facing forward, and you're going to come down inside of the leg so that this knee is against your shoulder, and then you're going to drop your head and shoulders and you're going to hang, okay, and hang there for a little while, like maybe half a minute or so. I'm not going to now, but what that does is it's just going to align your hips. It's going to pull one hip, release the tension between the hips so you can straighten out your hips. Okay, then you're going to do the same on the other side. And that's the same thing, knee pressing against the shoulder, head and shoulders relaxed, hanging in between the legs, and then hold that position. This is especially good for Sigrid, definitely for those hips. Mossy, definitely do it. Remember, we noticed a bit of tightness on the one hip. Elise, really good for you. Suna, for lower back pain, definitely. And everybody else, it's good maintenance. Okay. All right. So we're going to go on to some toe raises, because what would Pilates be without footwork? Again, you can keep the chair with you if you need to. I like to challenge my ankles to kind of hold it together. Okay, so we're going to do the full round of this, where we go up on the knees, up on the toes. Okay, woo. Bend at the knees, push the heels down, and then stand up. Okay, so it's up onto the toes, lifting the heels, watch the alignment, bend the knees, take your time, push the heels down, feeling that tension on the lower back because you want to give, and standing up. Okay, and then when we finish those, we're going to do it the other way. So we're going to bend the knees and watch those knock knees and flaring knees. And the body stays upright with the bend. So we bend, tightness on the Achilles, tightness on the ankles. Okay, and then we're going to maintain this posture, and we're going to push the knees forward. Okay, and then you're going to raise up and drop the heels down. So that's the two directions. But you know this. Anyway, I'm just reminding you in case you've got company in the house that want to join in. And Penny, if you're there, hi. Nice to have you back with us. Okay. All right. 8 heel raises to bent knee, and then 8 bent knee to heel raises. Starting, keep the shoulders nice and open, long back of the neck. And breathing evenly. Let's go up. Up into the toes, getting your balance, bending the knees, bend. We're going to do it nice and slow to maintain balance. Whoops, like that. Pushing the heels down and standing up. Remember when we push those heels down, Charles, I think Skulk also a little bit. When you're in that position, you push those heels down. What's going to want to happen is the knees will want to go out and the heels are going to want to come in. So you've got to really fight to keep that stability, that evenness. Okay. All right. Where were we? Number 2. Up onto the toes. Bending at the knees. Pressing the heels down and standing up. 3. Up onto the toes. Bending at the knees. Pressing those heels down and standing up. 4. Up. Bend. Whoops. Press the heels down and up. 5. Lifting. Bend. Heels and up. 6. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Release. Great stuff. Okay. You can rock side to side just to get those released. And we're going to change direction now. So watch that while you're doing it. Your neck doesn't lift. And why it lifts is because as you do those, pushing the heels down, it's a lot of pull here. So your neck wants to allow some more give. So try to keep your head down. Okay. Chin in, long back of the neck, ears being pulled. Shoulders open and relaxed. We're going for bent knee. Make sure your feet are parallel. Tummy in, arms relaxed. and bend the knees. Okay? Now, stabilize at the hips, pull those knees forward, lengthen up, and heels down. Breathing in, heels up. Breathe in, heels down. Number 3, breathe in, knees bending. Exhale, heels off the ground. Lengthen and exhale. 4, watch those knees, alignment. And exhale. 5, my chin lifted there, so watch that chin. And exhale. 6, relax the shoulders. And 7, press those knees. Exhale and down. Last one, breathe in, tummy's in. Press up and release. Great, and shake it out. Nicely done. Okay, I kind of feel like we haven't worked this nice waistline very much, so I think we must do some work there. What I'm going to do is we can go down onto the mat, and I think let's lie on our sides. I did this a bit yesterday. I was trying out a few positions. It's a very small movement, but you're going to feel the work here. You're actually going to keep one arm there in front of you, and the other one's kind of relaxed. And your head, you want to support it, so don't let it just drop down. Okay, and then you're going to just crunch towards you're going to take your finger on your seam, and you're going to press the hand towards the feet. And not lift off as much as we do when I'm sitting on your knees. We have that lift up. Remember this one where we poke each other's eyes out kind of thing. We're not doing that one so much. It's a small movement. You can put your hand down or here actually and crunching up. Okay, make sure that you're not dropping forward and doing this. Okay, make sure that your body is facing forward and you're lifting this shoulder towards that foot. Okay, we're going to do 8. Ready? And 8. Exhale on the upwards. 7, 6, 5. Don't let your legs lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arm over, reach up, and bring it back. We're going to do 3 sets of 8. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice work here. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Take the arm over, relax the head, stretch, and bring it back. The reason I'm stretching the arm out is you might feel there's quite a bit of work going on in the back of the arm. So just to stretch it out. Last set. Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Come on, let's go up a little bit higher. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. And arm over. Reach it up. Bring it forward and release. And let's go on to the other side. Okay. Supporting the neck with the neck muscles. Don't let the head hang. Shoulders on top of each other. Hips square. Don't drop one back. Feet on top of each other. One side is always a little bit sillier than the other side. So this side I have to tell my body what I want from it because it doesn't automatically know how to lift. Okay, ready to lift? And 1. It's going to take a few for the body to warm up on the side. 2, 3. Breathing out as you lift. 4, keep that arm centered on the seam of your pants. 5, so that you're not turning the shoulder. 6, and really work those tummy muscles. 7, 8, and bring the arm over, relax and stretch. And bring it back. Alright, second set. And 1, I'm going up a little bit higher this time. 2, pull that shoulder down towards the feet. 3, try not to shuffle onto the front of the body. 4, 5, breathing out. 6, 7, and 8. Take that arm over, relax the neck, and stretch that arm. Good, and last set. Ready, into position. Sliding the arm down towards the feet. And 1, 2, let's go up a little bit higher if you can. 3, and don't let those feet lift. Push down on the hip. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And relax the body, stretch the arm over, and bend the knees. Great. Alright, let's just stretch the back out. I bring the feet together, knees open, drop the head down, and stretch. Good. Alright, so you can cross your legs or keep them straight. I think crossing is probably better. And you're going to tuck your right arm up against your hip and press down on the shoulder. So lengthen up that, make that arm nice and stiff. Left arm's going to come up to the roof, and then you're going to lift the ribs on the left hand side. Push the hip down, but lift the ribs. So you're going to make like a C cup. You're going to like C. Bend the body that way. So you're going to go up, and then you're going to reach over that shoulder and back. And 2, reach up and over and down. Alright, I think we're all caught up now. Should we start again? Ready? And reaching. 1, stretch up as high as you can and back. And 2, notice that my head is controlled. I've got a long back of the neck. 3, it dips to one side, but I'm not dropping it onto chin or flopping it around. 4, lengthen those ribs up. 5, keep the right shoulder pushing down. 6, 7, exhale. And 8. And release. We're going to do 3 sets, so good. Slump. How nice to slump. Shake that arm out. And bring it back. Pressing down, lengthening up the body. Long back of the neck. Body is centered over the pelvis. Nose, chest, pelvis. Okay. Other arms coming up. Breathe in. And reach up and over. Reach 1. And to shoulder. And 2. And 3. Push those hips onto the ground, don't let them lift. And that shoulder's pushing down. 4. 5. Keep those ribs contracted, tummy muscles in. 6. Good. 7. Chin's tucked in. And 8. And release. Shake it out. We'll do one more set. Alright, ready. Tuck that arm in. Lengthen up the body. Drop the chin. Pull the neck. Nice and strong. Arm overhead, breathing in. Push the hip down, stretch the ribs. And 1, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Scoop in those tummy muscles, tighten the bum. And let's do one more. And release. Ah, nice. All right. My dog's going, "Arr," as if you're working. Lalas? She's having a lovely morning sleep after a trip to the dam. All right. If your lower back's feeling some tension again, you can just roll forward before we go to the other side. Stretch it out. Nice. Okay, back into position. We're going to take our left arm, tuck it into the hip, straighten it nice and stiff, and push that shoulder down and push away from that arm so you've got a nice strong body. Scoop in the tummy muscles, keep those ribs engaged. Hips pulling down. We're going to take this arm up and over, breathing in, and exhale, lengthen. Keep that shoulder pushing down, and 1. Make sure that shoulder doesn't roll forward. Keep it pushing back. And 2. Woo, this side's very bad. And 3. I think my left arm's longer than my right arm. 4. 5. 6. Keep that tension on that left arm. 7. Whew. And 8. And down. I'm just checking something. Okay. They're actually the same height, the same length. Dish, dish, no excuses. Okay, so I think why this feels so uneven on my left side is that I'm probably a little bit stiffer from this hip. So I'm finding, oh, I know why it is. Okay, so my left shoulder is slightly rotated forward more than my right shoulder. Okay, that's come from when I broke this femur. So it's slightly more closed in than the right shoulder. So you might find that the one side just feels a bit harder than the other side. So put that arm next to your hip and pull that shoulder back, and then lengthen up the body, get that neck nice and elevated and the shoulder, the chin tucked in. And I'm going to keep pressing that shoulder back. It wants to keep coming forward and going into its happy place. So I'm going to keep pushing it back, bring that other arm over, and I'm going to lean back slightly just to give myself a little bit more support on this whole area here, on the shoulder cuff. Okay, so if I lean forward, there's a rounding of the shoulders. If I lean back, I've got a little more pressure opening the shoulders up. All right, going for the second set. Breathing in and exhale. And that does feel a lot more, a lot easier. And 2, reach and back. 3, make sure that you're not leaning forward. It helps. 4, breathe in. 5, 6. Keep those hips on the ground, chin tucked in. And let's do one more. And release. And relax those shoulders. Shake it out. I feel it all the way. I feel it in my middle spine mostly. In the lumbar area. It's not an area that I get a lot of movement out of, so I can feel it today. All right, let's go for the last set. Tucking that left arm next to the hip and lengthen up, press down. I'm leaning back slightly, lengthening the back of the neck, chin tucked in, arm overhead, breathing in and exhale. Lift those ribs, but scoop in the tummy at the same time. Breathe in. And scoop. Exhale. Keep that pressure on that left arm, pushing up the body. 4, chin down, shoulder back, 5, and 6. If I missed one, just count it a bonus. 7, and 8, and release. Oh, goodness me. I felt that. Whew. Nice. Let's go into a shell stretch just to release the spine. Okay. Knees together, feet together. Arms forward, sit back into your shell stretch. And drop your head down. And then bring your arms around behind you onto your back. I'm going to push the arms up to the ceiling. Okay. If you find this difficult, take your TheraBand and double it up. I don't have my TheraBand on me. Or a towel. You can double it up behind you. And then when you go down, you'll have a little bit less tension and you can stretch your arms up. The shawl, this might be a little bit too painful for you on that shoulder cuff. If it is, then you can just put your hands behind you and pull the shoulders back as opposed to lifting the hands off the back. Anybody else? Elise, you might also battle with this one. You could just do it to your capacity. Alright, going down and we're going to do one more. Stretch those arms up. And release. Good, give yourself a hug. Pat, pat, pat. Nice. And we're going to sit on the bottoms. Toes pulling back. Chin to chest. And lift the head up. Keep that tension on the feet and keep that spine elevated. Nice and straight. Chin to chest. And lift. Chin to chest. And up. Chin to chest. Good. Take the left arm behind you and take the right hand to the knee and just turn, twist the body. Try to keep the shoulders down, try not to hunch over the shoulders. Keep the tummy muscles in and really want to lengthen that spine as much as you can. Watch the feet as well, that they don't kind of do this to allow that turn. Keep them lengthened, heels pushing away. Press through the tailbone, up to the top of the head. Hand on the knee, hand behind you. Lengthen up and stretch. Open those shoulders. Watch the neck doesn't fall back, keep the chin in. And release. I'm going to go over to the other side. Lengthening up the spine. Toes pulling back. One hand, right hand behind me, left hand on the knee. And then I'm going to pull the shoulders open. Toes pulling back. And release. Good. Alright. Back to center, knees bent. Arms outstretched. We're going to curl down, breathing in and rolling onto the spine. Go nice and slow, get those vertebrae rolling. Take the arms overhead and stretch. And move this side. Here we go. Take the arms overhead. Stretch. Good. Bring the arms around and pointing towards the feet. Make sure the shoulders open. So turn your thumbs out slightly to pull those shoulders open. Not too much, just slightly pinkies into the midline. Ribs engaged. Lift the hips and just flatten that spine. And we're going to come forward and lift the hands up. And then drop them down. And crunch up. And release down. What you want to be doing is really imagine pushing something up, like lifting a weight as you come up. Okay? And also with the head and shoulders, don't lift the neck like this. Okay? You really want to roll off the shoulders and then press up. Keep that chin tucked in, shoulders open, lower back pressing down. Okay, so there's your in position. Chin, you should be looking at where the wall meets the ceiling. Okay, if you're looking higher than that, you've lost control of this neck area. Okay, and if you're looking at your belly button, then you've got too much of a crunch on your neck. Okay, you really want to keep a long back of the neck with some space under your chin, and when you come up, you've still got space between your chin and your chest, and a nice long back of the neck. Okay, don't make me get a tennis ball. Okay, and knees are parallel and hip width apart. Okay, bringing those arms forward. We are ready. Slight turn out, shoulders down and back, long back of the neck, tummy in. Breathe in and exhale. Release. Exhale. Release. Out. Release. 4, 5, 6. Contract those tummy muscles. 7, 8, and down. Relax the arms and legs. Scalp and shell. If you want to, you can put. You can raise your ground behind you. Remember, with just a bit of a cushion, so that when you're coming down, nice I tell you after you've done the first 8, nay, but you should know already by now that you can give yourself a little bit of a support, so that when you're coming down, you don't have to go down so much and strain your jugular. All right. Elise, you can also just put a little bit of a cushion under your head, okay, just to give you a little bit of support on those raises. Elise especially, remember, get that chin in, okay? Don't let that neck fall back like that, okay? That's going to be a lot of strain. All right, let's do second. Enough talking now. Right, let's go. Second set, breathing in and exhale. And 2. 4, 5, 6. Bring your hands to just above your knees. 7 and 8. Good. And relax. One more set. Ready? Get into position. Long back of the neck. Hands turned out. Pinkies in the midline. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Bring the knees to the chest. Drop the head down. And relax the body. Hands under the knees. Lift the feet slightly. Bring the head and shoulders up. Crunching. And curling up. Good. Alright, we're going to do 3 roll-up, roll-downs with extended legs. Toes pulling back, arms outstretched, long back of the neck. And breathing in, take it nice and slow. I'm going to call it cigarette speed. Okay. Breathe in and rolling. Curl, 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 curl. Touchdown. Arms overhead. Extend. Point the toes. Ribs are lifted in this extension, which is fine. As I bring my arms overhead, with the in-breath, I open up the shoulders, I contract the ribs in, I lengthen the neck, toes are pointed, breathing in, exhale, and up we go. Bring the arms forward, curling up, come on legs, come on, keep those shoulders open, rounding, keep the chin tucked in, and reaching forward, stretching. Hold that stretch. We always call the first one a panna cook. So Pani, if you're watching that, the first one's panna cook. All right. Lengthen up the spine, pull the toes back, breathe in, and tuck under, curling, pull those hips back, nice and slow, stabilizing, and taking the arms overhead. Relax. Toes pointed, arms up, contract those ribs. Breathing. And trust your tummy muscle to lift. Try again. Curling forward. Do as I say, not as I do. Stretching and reaching. And curling up. Toes pulled back. Last one. Breathe in and tucking under. Curling down. Arms overhead. And I've got a bit of tightness in my back, so I just want to release it. If you're finding that curling up just a little bit tight, bring your knees to the chest a couple times. Loosening up that lower back. Alright, last one. Breathe in, bring the ribs in. Toes pointed. Hello, my girl. Exhaling up. Shoulders open and back, chin tucked in. Curling, tucking, rolling forward. And stretching. Good. And release. Nice. Alright, we're going to go onto the hands and knees. Penny, you can start in this position. We're going to do a side plank. Morsi, you've got your elbow. Okay, so Elise, you can do it on the elbow as well. And when we go up, we're going to straighten those legs, lift the hips, and extend over. Okay, make sure that hip doesn't drop back. Keep it elevated for that stretch. Okay, the rest of us from the knees, we're going to go into that push-up position. Okay, drop onto the side and extend over. Stretch and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Back into your push-up position. Okay, onto the side. Arm over. Stretch and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And we're going onto the bum. Alright, you all know where this goes. Alright, left leg extended, right knee out. We're going to cross stretch. So we're going to go on the outside of the left leg, chin to chest, reaching forward wherever you can. If that's here, that's fine. Okay, drop that chin in, top of the head pointing towards the foot. Reach as far forward as you can. Keep this toe pulling back, leg nice and straight. And make sure that you're not there or over there and that the foot is not under the leg. Okay? Reaching forward. Relax the body and hold. Breathe. Nice deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, changing sides. Line up that leg, pull the hip back, press this knee down, taking it over the midline to the outside of the right foot, chin to chest, reaching forward. Drop the chin in and hold. Breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Great. All right. Onto the hands and knees. All right, we're going to go up into your dog stretch. Give Anna a moment to get into position. Up into dog stretch. Heels dropped. Press the head toward, between the shoulders. Elbows tucked in next to the ears. And then press the spine straight and lengthen from the heel to the bum. Push the heels down. Scoop in the tummy muscles. Drop the chin in. And bend that right knee straight forward. Push that left heel down. And change. Left knee in. Right heel down. Straighten both. And walk the hands back. And hang. If you have someone help you to do a guided stretch, do that. If not, we do our own stretch. I'm going to call it the Corona stretch. Okay, so bend the knees, hug, drop the chin in, and lengthen the legs, straighten up. Bend the knees, get nice and close, and stretch. Bend and extend. Relax the arms and curl up. Nice. Arms overhead. Whoa, a swing plate, Anna. Yay! Boom. Stretching right arm. Now I'm nicely stretched. I'm not going to overstretch this. We've really done a lot of side extensions, so you can do a gentle one. I want you to circle the arms around. Nice and gently, also not overly pressurizing them. And change direction. Good. Hands on the shoulders, drop the chin in, and gently rock side to side, relaxing the body. Good. And arms overhead, ready for swing. Breathe in, and swinging. Nice. 3, let's do 2 more. And last one. Arms overhead, get the legs nice and wide. Shake it out. Whew. Lovely stuff. All right. That's it. That was actually a good long workout. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel nice and invigorated, ready for the day. I am doing my trees this morning. I'm going to go water them and weed them and compost them a bit. And then I'm making some hummus. We're making flatbreads. And yeah, enjoying a very quiet day. So I'm thinking of you all and I love you very much. And I'm so grateful that we have the internet. And we're very fortunate, aren't we? I hope you are here right now watching this and having done the full exercise. Stay strong and healthy. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Mwah! All right, I'm going to try and stop this without making it. It's not a touch screen. I've got to use the mouse.